Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're down here in my craft room where I just finished emptying out all of my scrapbooking kits that I had stored in these little containers here. I had talked about, I think in 2 videos ago, that I think I really need to take my kits apart because I think there's a lot of product in there that isn't being used and there's stuff that I don't even know that exists. And I figure why keep it stuffed inside little kit making containers instead of actually using the product. So I ended up emptying all the kits out, and there were quite a few. I don't know, I think I had about 10 of those little plastic folders. And each kit was either something that had come from like a kit club that I just put in the plastic sleeves, or they were papers and embellishments and that type of thing that I put together on my own to kind of create some a kit for myself that I could use to make a couple of scrapbooking layouts. Well, since I've been doing more journaling lately, junk journaling lately, I want to make sure that I know that all the paper that I have. And so instead of keeping it, stored away in those containers, I just took everything out and I ended up with a huge stack of paper that I'll show you in a minute. And I also ended up with some thickers, so all the like letters and numbers. I also had some word stickers too that I just put away. I have a ton of like embellishment type things, so paper embellishments that I need to put away in containers, stickers, chipboard, and then I also had a few little things like this, just little like enamel dots and that kind of thing that I'm also going to put away. So that way I will have everything right in front of me that I can see it. And if I do want to make myself a scrapbook kit, I'm going to do it right before I actually do the layout. So if I know what I'm going to do for a layout, I'm just going to pull papers together and I can put them in the sleeve because I know that I'm going to be using them for something specific. And then that way everything will be available to me if I want to use it for another project. So hopefully that makes sense. And so since I took everything apart, I thought I'd done a video a while back on taking apart my paper pads. And people seem to really like that, just kind of going through the paper pads, and I'd pick and choose what I was going to keep and what I was going to either give away or recycle. And so I thought I would do that again with a stack of 12 by 12 papers that I pulled out from all of these scrapbooking kit sleeves. So I thought I'd go through them again with you and kind of show you my thought process as to why I would keep it, what I would use each piece for, and then why I maybe don't need the paper anymore and might put it aside and either save it or give it away or something like that. So we'll go ahead and go over to my craft desk and I'll show you all the papers that I have waiting. Okay, so I haven't gone through this paper yet, so this is going to be new to me too as I'm looking at it. I have about a 3-inch stack here of 12 by 12 papers that I removed from the kits that I made. And I have a video that I'll link below that shows you how I organize my 12 by 12 paper. This has been just such a great organization system for me because I know exactly where everything is, and if I need something I can pull it out really quickly and I have it right there. I have things divided up by florals and then by color and then different sort of like shapes and icons like cameras and that kind of thing on paper. So definitely look at that video because it's a great way to kind of see a quick way to organize things so you can find them. So let's go ahead and start with this pile here. This right here I like because it's kind of a neutral background. It's got the craft paper and then the, I don't know what these are, kind of like little arrows, little black arrows. I think this would be nice for a neutral background for maybe a masculine scrapbooking page and I'm also thinking junk journaling too. So definitely good for kind of if you need sort of just a neutral page in your journal, this would be good for that. And then I don't know if this has another, I don't really like this other side. The orange stripes aren't something that I would really use, but when I organize this and put these in my little plastic stand-up containers, I'll have it facing this way, and I'll have it organized in the kind of brown and neutral section, and I'll be able to find this easily. So that's this one. This is florals. I do like these. It's kind of a basic, kind of just a nice small floral background. I like small florals because they sort of can read as a neutral. So I'm going to keep this around. Oh, and I really like this. This is from the Dear Lizzie Saturday collection. And this is a really nice, this would be a nice junk journal page too. So I love the colors on here too. So I'm definitely saving that. I'm not sure which way I'm going to, actually, I think I'm going to organize it on this side. So I'm going to put it in the icon section where I organize things like houses and cameras and music notes and that kind of thing. So, because I think I'll use this side more maybe than I'd use the other side. So this one, I'm not sure about. I'm going to put that to the side. These two, I'm just going to kind of go a little bit quicker. These are kind of all the same. These are some nice navy neutrals, and I always have a hard time collecting a lot of masculine type 12 by 12 papers, and I do need those for my scrapbooking. So I'm going to keep these because I just like all the kind of, like, it's just a small print, and I think it would be a nice neutral background, and I like the navy color too. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those. Let's see. The colors in this and these shapes aren't really something that I'm using right now, so I'm going to set these off to the side. This I really like, not so much this side. These are two of the same papers. This again is kind of like a neutral background, but then it also has kind of a wood grain look to it too, and I have a lot of wood grain 12 by 12 papers that I like to use for a lot of times in the journals that I make too, because it makes a nice kind of rustic looking page. So I'm definitely going to keep these two, and I'm going to file them facing this way so that I use this side. I've always had a hard time using these kind of scrapbook papers that have the big blocks of color on them, although you could cut them apart and use them as a strip on the paper, so that is a possibility. But I'm not a fan of kind of this off-white background, so I don't think I would use that side. This I'm going to kind of put in my maybe pile. Same with these florals. I like a real bright white, and these don't really have that bright white look to them. It's all kind of like an off-white look, so I'm going to set those off to the side. I do like the mint green and gold together. This is really pretty with the arrows, so I think I'm going to save that. Because you always need a little bit of shine. Sometimes it's fun to add to pages. And, oh, these are flipped upside down. Let's see. Triangles I don't use a lot of, but it does have the wood grain pattern. I'm not sure. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. And this doesn't have another side to it. I always like plaids. I think they make a nice background. And I actually like to use them on cards too, like as a little focal point spot. So I'm going to save this one. I like this green and navy stripe. That's really nice too. Let's see. I do like this green and blue. These colors are nice. This one, I'm not a big fan of chevron right now, so I think I'm going to set that off to the side. This one is got like a little bit of a crosshatch pattern of navy, and it's has a roughed up look to it, and I like this, so I think I'm going to save this for a background. I think that would be good. This doesn't really speak to me, so I'm going to go ahead and put that off to the side. I don't really usually use big polka dots, so I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. I love this, just a basic wood grain. This too, I love this kind of floorboard look. This is really nice. Keep that. This one, although it's a chevron, it's a big one, and I could actually kind of cut the paper down the middle and use one side or the other. So I think I'm going to save it because I like the color combination here. It's like a mint, coral, pink, and black stripe, and it's a real thin stripe, and it's really pretty for a background. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. This is the other side is like a chevron, which I probably won't use, so I'm going to file it according to this design here. Triangles, again, not something that I really use. I love this for journals. I use this for, in junk journals, I use a lot of lined paper, and this is perfect for that. So I'm going to file this under my lined paper. Triangles. This one I'm not sure about. It's got the kind of the chevron pattern, but I do like the color combination of the two tones of blue. So I'm going to keep that as a maybe. And again, triangles. This is okay. I don't think I would use, this kind of has a yellowy green look to it, and I don't think I would use that. So I'm going to set that off to the side. This is a cut apart. I'm thinking I might just cut apart what I want from this and then maybe save the rest to the side. I like this tag here and this tag, so I think I might save that. And then I'm not sure about this. This actually might work as kind of a journaling spot because it has the stripes, but it has the white spaces in between, and you could write on that. So I'm thinking that might actually work for that. So I could cut out these two tags and then save the other part of the paper for a journaling spot. Alphabets, I always like those, so I think I'm going to go ahead and save that and file that. This is a little bright for me, so I'm not sure if I would use that, but I love the black and white alphabets. I think that looks good. Plus signs, not so much. This is kind of a nice neutral background. I like the kind of, I forget what that's called. The sort of like a soft focus circle. I think I'm going to save this because it's a nice, even though it's polka dots, it's large polka dots, I kind of like the soft look of it. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. This is cute for actually, I would think, a winter design because even though it doesn't, they aren't snowflakes exactly, you could interpret them as snowflakes. And I love using, at Christmas time, I like the traditional Christmas colors, but I also like the pinks and the mint colors too. And I think this would be great for an option for Christmas. So I might just stick this in my Christmas organization folder for my paper. I'll just put it in there, and then that way I'll know to use it for Christmas. And this is actually really cute too. These little squares. So, maybe I can use those for something as well. So I'm going to save that. This I really like, this kind of vintage rose color with the two-tone coral and pink. And I actually like these birds. These are kind of cute too. So I'm definitely going to save those. I'll probably organize this in the floral section. This I like. Again, a neutral background, perfect for masculine scrapbook pages or journals. And I probably wouldn't use this big of a floral pattern, so I'm going to file it under this. Let me see. I'm not sure about this color combination, but I do like the small florals. So I think I'm going to actually, I might put this in my maybe pile, and then I'll go back and look at it and decide if I want to keep it or not. This one I think is going to be put in my kind of recycle pile. I'm not sure if I would use these colors, and I don't usually use triangles, so I'm going to put that off to the side. These stars, I like the mint and the white together. I don't know, this might be my maybe pile. This I won't use for chevron. So this is my maybe pile. The large stars, I don't think I would use. I really like this. This is the problem I have with putting everything away in a scrapbook kit, because I didn't even know I had this paper, and I love this color combination. I almost want to use this as an inspiration for a card and just pull together inks that kind of match these colors and make a card using this, because these colors are so pretty. So I'm going to save this in, I think I have a section for stripes. So I'm going to go ahead and save this in my containers. And then this is another kind of a quilting block pattern, which these aren't bad. I like some of the blocks in here. This I really like. This has kind of they have kind of like little doilies on it. But I think this would be nice for a kind of a neutral page for a journaling page. So I'm going to save that. This is really cute, the teacups. I'm actually working on a journal right now that I'm going to be using tea and books is kind of a theme, so this might come in handy, although I don't love that kind of cream colored background, but I could actually cut the cups out and use those as little ephemera. So I think I'm going to save that. And I really like this background too. It's kind of a gray. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's a gray with black circles, kind of dotted circles, and white dotted squares. And so that's a really nice neutral background. So I think I'm going to file it under this color. And then I'll be able to know that I have the teacups on the back. I can use those for something else. This is so pretty, these flowers. This is from Pink Paisley Turn the Page collection. These are so pretty. I could see cutting a rectangle out of this and using it as kind of a mat on top of a bright white greeting card, and then adding some sentiments and maybe some vellum flowers that are kind of heat embossed with a stamp. I think that would be really nice. So definitely going to use that. I'm actually going to set that off to the side because I like that idea for a card. So I'm going to use that. See, I didn't even know I had this this collection, this Turn the Page. This is actually really pretty. And I'm not sure what kit club this came from. I used to get hip kit clubs. I have bought Felicity Jane before, and I'm trying to think of what else. Hip kit, I can't remember what the other ones. L Studio I get a little bit of sometimes too. I love the hip kit club kits, but I just got so many and I wasn't able to use them all right away. But the papers in there are always really pretty. So this is not, when I really like this background. So I think I'm going to file it under this kind of pink colored background. But this may be an option to use some of these cut aparts. This I really like, just this color combination. It's kind of a teal with navy vines on it. It's different. I really like that. I probably wouldn't use this stripe very much, so I'm just going to file it under this. This hexagon is kind of big, so I don't think I would use that, and I'm not sure that I like the color on this, so I'm going to go ahead and put that off to the side. Same with this. I don't know that I would use this kind of chartreuse. I think it's chartreuse, that color. This too is kind of specific. I don't know if I would use that for anything, so I'm going to set that off to the side. This is really pretty, these kites. I might just save them because it's Maggie Holmes and I really like Maggie Holmes. So I might be able to use this for maybe cut out part of it and use it as a background on a scrapbook page, or actually a journal page. This might work for. So I just love all the colors. They're so pretty. So I'm going to save that. This side, I don't know if I would use. This I really like. It's a nice neutral. Again, I don't think you can have too many neutral papers in different colors. The black and white flowers are really pretty. Oh, and this is really pretty too. So this is kind of like a neutral background, even though it has flowers. And then you have the bigger flowers. So you get kind of a 2-for-1. I like that. Save that. These, I really like this. So I'm going to save that. And again, with this page, even though it's kind of a chevron look, you can cut out the squares and have stripes. So that would definitely work. This I really like. It's kind of a pastel wood grain. So I am going to save that. This is from Pink Paisley Summer Lights. And I really like this too. So I'm not sure how I'm going to file it. I can't decide. This kind of has a fun retro look to it, the way the circles are. So I may file it this way under kind of my grays and then have this as an option as well. This one, I don't know if I would use these words or not. I do like the way these stripes are, so I'm definitely going to save that. This, again, is kind of a chevron that I don't know that I would use. I love this polka dot pattern, so I'm going to save that. This is cute, the little scallops, so I'm going to save that. And the stars are okay. The cream-colored background is not something that I normally use, but I do like these scallops. I'm going to save that. This is pretty. It's kind of it's a colorful sort of a watercolor paintbrush look. I think that would be really pretty for a background. I wouldn't use this so much, but this I really like, so I'm going to save that. These circles, a little big. I'm trying to decide. This might be in my maybe pile because I do like this watercolor look, And that's always good for cards and backgrounds. I think I'm going to save it. So and then the color's really pretty too. This is kind of an icon thing, which I might be able to use for something. So I think I'm going to save it. And I like this too. This is kind of a neutral look with the pink and the cross hatch look. So I'm going to save that. I don't know that I would use these diamonds. I think I'm going to put this off to the side. These I don't really use either. This kind of, I don't know if this is like a banner. I probably wouldn't use this as well, so I'm going to set that off to the side. This is another watercolor. The color is so pretty. I'm going to save that. What's on the other side? That's kind of pretty too. It's got some purple. I love purple in scrapbooking, so the purple and black dots, that's really pretty. Purple clouds. I don't know if I would use that. This is pretty for a neutral, so I'm going to save that. This is so pretty. I think I could use this for a journal page. And again, the purple. This is pink paisley. I don't know what this one is from. Oh, that's pretty too. The vines. So I don't know which one I would organize it under. I'll have to decide later, but I like that. These are kind of big stripes. I don't know if I would use this for anything. This is a maybe because I kind of like these little dots too. So I'm going to put this in the maybe pile and I'll kind of organize it later. I don't know if I would use this or not with the bikes. I'll have to decide. This I like because it's got some words on it, kind of in a soft cursive, and then it's got that pretty mint green. So it sort of works as a neutral background. So I'm going to save that and put it under my word section. This is Amy Tangerine, and I love this pattern. So I think I'm going to save this for a background. For florals, because I think you can never have too many florals. This script is not really my style right now, but I do like the cameras, so I'm going to save that. This is pretty, this color combination. It's very bright, so I like that. It's a little different than what I have, so I'm going to save that. And that's from a Hip Kit Club, this one right here. So I like that, the Hip Kit Club, because you get papers that aren't normally out there in the world. There's some that are designed within the company, and I think you get some different stuff that's kind of unique, so that's nice. This is from Chasing Dreams, Maggie Holmes. This is kind of a large print. It would be hard to work with. Although I might be able to cut out the flowers or cut out maybe a circle with them. So I'm going to save this because, again, I love Maggie Holmes, so I got to save that. These cut aparts, I don't know if I would use so much. Same with this pattern too. I think I'm going to set that off to the side. This is, and I think I had another one of these, so I'll save that again. This is really pretty, these strips here. This is from Pink Paisley again. Oh, and these are pretty, these little hearts. So I'll definitely save this. I like the colors on that. This definitely cut aparts. Oops. From Chasing Dreams. And again, I could have cut this apart and used this for ephemera in one of my journals, and I didn't even know I had it. So I'm going to save the cut aparts off to the side and cut them apart and then put them in my ephemera boxes so that I'll have them available to use. So, oh, and I really like this side too. So I don't know, maybe, although I like all of these. So hopefully there's another one in the pile I can use, but this is really pretty too. So I'll set that off to the side. This one, it's kind of I don't know if the pink is really my style, like the darker pink there, because I was thinking I could cut this apart. I don't know if I would use that or not. I'm going to set this off to the side. This blue is kind of pretty. Let me see what's on the other side here. I don't think I would use that. This is my maybe pile. This is really pretty. I love a watercolor background because I don't normally do it myself, so it's nice to have it on paper. And the color is kind of a pretty aqua green sort of, and this is really pretty too. So definitely a saver. This is Hip Kit Club too. So, and this is from their right in their brand. It was designed by Irit Landgraf, and she's great. She does a lot of painting and stuff on her scrapbooks, lots of mixed media. And so that's definitely her style. Let's see. These flowers. Again, this watercolor is just really pretty, so I'm going to save that. This is really pretty. Crepe paper, good vibes. I like these kind of jewel tones. And this is a neutral, so I think either one of these would work. This would be really pretty for a journal page. So I'm going to save that. This I probably wouldn't use for cut aparts. Let's see what's on the other side. And not really something I would be using right now. This I don't think I would use either. Here's another one of the hip kit. Ooh, that's really pretty with the purple. So I got to save that. This I like. I love any gingham or anything like that. So this is pretty. This is from Main Squeeze from Crepe Paper. So it's an older collection. And these mint background with the white hearts is really pretty too. So I'll save that. Definitely save this. It's just nice black and white page. And I kind of like the pink too. So we'll see where I organize that. This is from Amy Tangerine. This is a kind of, I guess it would be a cut apart page, but I love the gold and the white together. So I'm probably going to go ahead and cut these apart and then save them to use for backgrounds, maybe on cards or even on a, to add to a page in a journal I make. So I'll go ahead and save that. This floral, I don't know that I would use so much. This I might save to see if I would use it for maybe a kid's journal or something. Oh, I really like these stripes though. And again, the stripes make it easy. You could write in between them and use it for journaling. So something different with the bright colors. So I'm going to save that for journaling actually. Let's see. Almost to the end. This is okay. I don't really like the gray dots in the background. And triangles is not something that I really use right now. I like this vine background. But I'm not really, it's not, I don't know. I'm going to put this in my maybe pile because I'm not really sure about that one. There's triangles again. This, I don't know. It's not probably not something I would use. This is cute. This is from Crepe Paper Oasis, more cut aparts. I just did a vacation journal and this would have been cute to cut out and put in the journal. So again, why you shouldn't keep your stuff hidden away so you can't use it. But I can make another journal and this would be great for that. So these are really cute. I'll have to cut those apart. And actually these are cute too. And again, you could use them as journaling spots. So I'll have to decide what I want to do with that. This is really pretty. This is from Pink Fresh Studio. Pretty kind of marble background, so definitely use that. And then this one, I don't really use the plus signs. I said I don't usually use triangles, but I kind of like these. They kind of have an interesting sort of, I like the 3D look to them. So I'm going to save this use it as a background. This is rabbits. I don't know. I don't want to, I might save this because you never know if you use it for like an Easter type journal or something. So, and they're actually, the colors is pretty. So, and this is nice too. So I think I might save this with the rabbits and just kind of put it in my, I think I have a nature section. And again, like I said, I'll have a link to the video and you can see how I organize everything. This is cute for like a vacation thing, the little swimsuits. And I probably wouldn't use this as much, but this is super cute. So I'm going to save that. Little first place ribbons. I'll save this and use it as journaling because I can cut this apart. These dots, I don't think I would use so much. This background I like because it almost has like a gingham look to it, but I like the tone-on-tone pink. Maggie Holmes, Chasing Dreams, which I love that collection. So I'm going to save this. It's got a couple of, this is nice for journaling on this side. And then these butterflies are really pretty too with the colors. And then I actually like, this is again like a kind of a chevron, which I don't normally use, but then it's got an interesting look to it. So I think that would be nice for a neutral background. So I'm going to save that, file it in my mint colored section. Let's see, this is Chasing Dreams too. This is kind of a, it's like a kind of a darker watercolor, which I'm not sure if I would use, but I do like it. So, oh, and then this is so pretty too. So I don't know. I'm going to save this, and I'm not sure which way I'm going to file it, because this would be a pretty journal page. So I'm going to definitely save that. I kind of like these circles. I don't think I would use that side. I'm trying to think. This is going to be in my, I'm going to save this because I think I do like this. See, you're seeing my thought process as I go through this. I try to, like, the first thing that comes in my head, if like or don't like, then I put it on either side. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. These circles are a little big. I don't think I would use them. I like these colors in this background, so I'm going to save that with the florals. This is kind of fun for kind of a more of a vacation themed type page. So I think I'm going to save that. Oh, and I love the wood, kind of the wood flooring look too, so definitely keep that. These are kind of cute with the little tape and the little sayings on there. Let's see what's on the other side. I'm going to save this because this is pretty too, with the blue and the white stripes. I don't know. I feel like I could use this for something, so I'm going to save that. Cameras, I really like. This is Maggie Holmes' Chasing Dreams. And then you got the chevron too. I don't know why this reminds me of the 80s, but it does. But I like, in a good way. I like the way that looks. I think it's kind of the pink with the blue together. So I'm going to save that. This kind of font, I don't know that I would use. Same here, so I'm going to set that off to the side. And then I like these cut apart calendar pieces, so I'm going to save that. And that's nice too with the watercolor. Chevron, hearts. I don't know. The color is a little dark for me with the pink, so I think I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. Let's see what's on the other side of this. This is going to go in the maybe pile too. It might be a nice neutral backdrop, but the yellow's maybe a little darker than what I use, so I'm not sure about that one. I like these parrots. Of course, it's Maggie Holmes again. And this is nice too for journaling. The color's a little different than what I usually use, but you can't have too many lined papers, so I think that's really nice too. But then this is cute with the parrots. This is cute with the balloons. This is going to be in my maybe pile because I don't know the color combination is something that I would use. So I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. This one, definitely in the kind of black and white section. I just like this look of the grid pattern. It makes a nice neutral background too, so use that. This is a half sheet. I must have used some of this. This is nice, just a kind of a plain background with a little bit of gray circles. I'll keep that. These large words I don't usually use that much. Same with the diamonds. I don't think I would use. This color, not so much, but this definitely because of the journaling. And then last page. This I'll save because again you get the grid on there, the kind of the graph paper look. So I could definitely use that part of the paper. Oh, and I think I like this side better. This color is nice. It's kind of a craft color with the white grid on it. So again, perfect for journal pages or kind of a backdrop to something. So I hope this was helpful for you to kind of see how I organize my paper and kind of get rid of things and keep things. It always helps to kind of go through your stuff every so often so you don't get overwhelmed with everything that you have, and make sure that you're using what you have. So definitely check out some of my other videos that I have for kind of organizing papers and organizing other things in my craft room, because you might get some ideas that can help you kind of stay focused and inspired and ready to use all your craft supplies. So thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next video.